think Arc Warden will do better just because he's a ranged hero and doesn't have to expose himself, for example, like the Ember Spirit who has to get into melee range. It could go either. I'm really excited though, they pulled out the Arc Warden so early.
Catch him out. Here comes the Courier Chicken, another kill! That's 2 minutes down again on the item progression, and that's big for a mid laner because they need their sustain to keep themselves in the lane. 14
on Mars, so they're not losing that matchup. Oh, mid lane. I don't think they're going to be able to kill Carl there, but it's very close. It's
Too close for comfort, yeah.
Arc Warden's getting strong.
Oh, bottom lane though, they take the kill onto Mel, so at least something good going on the side of Geek, fam. It's a pulse for Weaver, so damage is probably not going to be an issue on his part just yet. Immediately moves forward. Sari comes in with the Timber Chain, but he turns around. Raven with the Homing Missile, but the damage is not enough. Not without the Undying.
Looks like it's rune time. We're going to be seeing Rubik pick up the first one. Ponlo, so we've got a couple of runes to pick up.
Has been killed.
Oh, another courier.
More couriers going down. This guy.
Cuckoo. My goodness.
Ponlo's just showing up, man. This guy.
Yeah. There's an Invis rune in the river if anyone wants to consider picking that up. That'd be such a good ganking rune. I think so far the only team that has vision is... Yeah, so Chonburi, they do have vision of the Invis.
It's under attack.
Might look to commit onto this OD though. He's got a bunch of Spark Wave down and they know he's out of mana. K getting blocked by his own creeps. All they need is right clicks. Nico could not seal the deal. But that was close.
Invisibility.
The OD's struggling. He's CSing better now. 29 compared to 21. But look at this. Disruptor is going to come off.
Immediately Kinetic Fill and the Thunderclap already on him. The rotations are coming in, but would it be enough? Zephyr in the area will zone them out.
Close.
Real close, trying to look to turn this one around. He's got a salve on him, drops the Spark Wave, cannot pursue any further.
That was very close. I needed Nico to get the right clicks in, but Carl, very fast fingers, manages to preserve his own life. Disruptor comes back, but now he's right next to Carl. He's probably going to die here.
What is this play? They knew that Nico had no mana to play around with. The Kinetic Field is out, but it should close the deal, close the gap, and they do, but they might just take K in return. Oh, with the influx and, well, that's enough damage, especially with the clone. I don't think they can win any fights. It seems as though they're running from it. In fact, down in the bottom lane, even Cuckoo gets glimpsed back into the Kinetic Field. You'd have the damage for it, just right-clicking. He commits the Arena of Blood. Just trying to go for the TP away. The Remnant comes in. Searing Chain, Sleight of Fist will make sure he does not get out alive. They do get the Tempest double though, so that is sort of gold going their way, but not the best case scenario. Raven has now got the Homing Missile locked on. Can actually get him on time. Ponlo is in the area. It stuns him in place. Drops down the tomb. The zombie's doing a lot of work, but he still has the mana to get out. He just needs one more. He's closing in the gap. Raven does get the kill with the Rocket Barrage.
But we're starting to see how this Weaver is playing out, and as the game gets longer and longer, when Ponlo gets those levels, he will be a nuisance. Reasonable distance. Level 3, level 4 is when things start to get really dicey for Geek fam, if you see that.
Zephyr being committed on. It's all three heroes down at bottom, but Ponlo seems to be enough to actually make damage, and Sari just in to ensure the kill.
Normally would without all of this tower gold, and obviously
hold that thought. Arena of Blood has been committed. Nico gets caught inside, and the call down, its magical damage just pierces through those bubble, and now Sari, the next target in line, is trying to timber chain his way away. The Homing Missile does connect. Disruptor's down at bottom. I mean down in the top lane, but hiding so far.
They're all grouped
up. They actually get it. Oh, here comes the Static Storm, but unfortunately not enough for that one. Zephyr now has the chain. He's just going in, but probably will not commit. Mel M though does get the kill onto the white pawn down bottom, but the hammer drops down and takes him off.
The wards, they all belong to Geek fam, and they know where these heroes are moving.
So they are trying to flash farm with the Ancient stack. So far, Raven is their late game potential. I think they're banking on that. They gave him a better lane than it was down in bottom. But Zephyr, I'm going to hold my thought because he's been committed on here. They did catch him for a bit, but the Astral Imprisonment will save him for a bit. The call down comes down. It is all three finally revealed. Do they actually want to commit? Raven goes straight for TNT. Black Cannon is out. But unfortunately, they do not have the control, as you said was going to be an issue. Immediately, Zephyr timber chains away. Oh, but Ponlo comes in at the back. They forgot about this guy. He is such a nuisance. With
He's
the lack
giving
of
them
control,
vision.
yeah, they are just gonna pick them off one after another. Astral imprisonment to save himself. Raven, it has to turn into save. Will he not? Flag cannons from the distance. They do drop the Arena of Blood to disengage. So it's a defensive arena, but they have already lost their OD at that point. Ponlo still trying to go for it.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
And that's sort of the situation that we were talking about earlier. You need to convincingly win these team fights, because the moment you start retreating, if that Disruptor is not dead, he will catch you with the glimpse. And if it's not Disruptor, it's Ponlo.
And it's really showing. It's super detrimental on their side of Geek Fam now that their hope to get the farm onto Raven has gotten slimmer by the second as they clear up their jungle to try and make some desperate plays here just to get some sort of lead. Ponlo in the area gets Astral up, but with the lack of stuns, I don't think they can go for it. Immediately drop down the Static Storm, so all they can do is right click onto Ponlo. They did force the big ultimate from the Disruptor though, but Cuckoo, if they actually get the kill onto him, it's got to be well worth it. Oh, the spear does catch him on the tree with the Fate Bolt. Will finish the job. So Cuckoo, he was pretty lucky at that point.
So if they can catch out, for example, Nico, where he's vulnerable, even Ponlo, if they can catch him out too. OD.
As you said, getting catched
Carl.
out, it's K from Geek Fam again going down in the mid lane,
Axe is
just being
done,
ganked on. He's got the axe, so some
they
sort of a
see
plus
TNT.
point here. They see the Disruptor. They want to go for it. TNT though, even TNT is just baiting them all out. They caught up the Ponlo. Ponlo gets the time lapse off, so he does not die just yet. Has the BKB. Raven has to pop it with the Black Cannon, trying to go ham, but is being baited by the Timbersaw on the back lines. Meanwhile, they just wipe off all the supports. And now Ponlo in the area. The glimpse catches onto Raven. Raven back into the heat. Will go down. Mega kill streak now onto the side of Mel M.
Oh, this Disruptor Weaver combo is deadly. Geek Fam, they got debated so hard by the Weaver, they thought, okay, we should be able to blow this bug up. No, just time lapses everything off, all their spells for absolutely nothing, and they were down 2 heroes. They were fighting 3 versus 5. Whereas for Geek Fam, they're getting slowly disassembled. It's not over, they just need a good team fight and to start picking up that gold for their cause, because they can
go for it again. Yep, they're going for it again. There was a fight down at bottom near the rune area. Cuckoo came in with the initiation, but unfortunately he does not get the chance to actually kill Mel M off before he remnants away. In fact, he sees Zephyr. Zephyr gets glimpsed back now into the Static Storm with the Kinetic Field. Will hold him in place. And all they have to do is just 3-man up on 1, and that was pretty brutal to watch.
And
well, as you said, defensive, they're going straight for the Roche Pit. They feel that they know and they want to take this. Drops down the Tombstone, but unfortunately they already took the Aegis. They gotta back out just now. Cuckoo, yeah, there's no point of you coming in to contest because it's all over. They took the Aegis of Immortal and now you just gotta get out of here. K, once again, giving the vision that's necessary. Do they get the glimpse though? That's the bigger problem here. Spark Wraith down, does not at least proc. So he wouldn't be slowed down. Oh, Cuckoo gets killed down in the mid lane in the jungle, but they finally do get the glimpse, but unfortunately not far enough. K will get out, but they lost Cuckoo and they lost Whitemon in the process.
Yep, this is not the kind of team fight experience you want to be if you're Geek Fam. They're just losing everything left, right, and center. And something I forgot to mention as well was that they picked up a BKB on a gyrocopter, and if you pick up BKB, it normally means you want a team fight, you want the gyro to survive during those fights to at least finish heroes off. I believe his first BKB was a defensive BKB, and he even might have to use it here if he wants to TP out. He's trying to get away, he doesn't want to use it, he's gonna go for the cooldown, but maybe he's just gonna have to succumb to death.
He's going for it, they have the burst, they do not!
Actually,
they got the control. Yep, they got the glimpse to cancel it. Nico.
This is such a scary
I've
match.
never seen an Arc Warden being so impactful at like 20 minutes into the game, but he is making it work. Arena of Blood has been committed, but doesn't connect onto anyone. They want Disruptor though. He's the bigger guy. He's already dropped the Static Storm, but they can't even get a kill on him. And now they're turning this onto K. K has the defensive Astral Imprisonment himself up, but Mel is in the area. He pops the BKB, comes in well with the Flame Guard and just tick him off with the Slider Chain, Slider Fist. So not even a
Cuckoo
threat.
couldn't
He
even
was just
finish.
taking tower.
And he gets away because Cuckoo had to try and reinforce for the OD.
And they're gonna get more Soul Rips trying to keep Cuckoo alive, but here comes the Flame Remnant. Oh, comes in with the Spark Wave. The damage is enough. Drops down the call down, connects onto everyone. Black Cannon is good, but unfortunately damage isn't. And now he's just trying to go man up against a Tempest double. Oh, to get the real Nico. White Mark falling pretty low actually. Throws in the Chakram. Gets no one from that engagement. So there's, oh, as I say that, Zephyr is the one who's going to die. Zephyr's gone. That's a mega kill onto Seri. The Tomb with Mars and his Rebuke. You've got Gyro with his Black Cannon, but they cannot go overcommit like this. Getting caught out again out of the Static Storm with Kinetic Field. Do they have the damage? He finally commits the arena. Soul Rip is there to hold him for a little longer. Seri, he's going straight in with the burst damage coming up from the Whirling Death and the Timber Chain. It's enough. They want Raven next. They know if they take him down, it's pretty much GG. He has to pop the BKB. Soul Rip the whole, just keep him alive for a little longer. He is still there behind the tier 1. He's got to be careful though. They can't have means to jump in, but Cuckoo went straight in and gets stunned up. He's down.
No buyback.
70 seconds. There's no buyback too. This looks like this tower, this lane is over. The barracks is gone.
Yeah, there's no way they defend this. Yeah, Raven by himself and the support, they can't defend this. They're just being rolled. I think that's the simplest way of putting it. They got completely outplayed in all their lanes. And even during the mid game for some of these team fights, it looked like it was going to be good, but Geek Fam, they just couldn't quite finish off their targets. If anything, probably just a really big drafting issue here. The idea was there. The idea was to dominate that top lane with the Gyro Undying, get the Gyro a very quick start, quick BKB, and that they fight Chonburi before they come online. But because of what Ponmo did to slow down the mid and that top lane with a couple of career snipes and even pulling Whitemon away, huge factors, and it basically slowed down Geek Fam's plan. And now that they're on the same level, or they're even below Chonburi now, they just can't do. They don't have the necessary tools. They've got BKB on Raven, but where's the damage?
Final?
Yeah, they just don't have the damage to kill anybody.
They've got to be careful though. They have means now to at least counter the Static Storm with the 4-star being picked up, but
from Geek Fan. Oh yeah, that's a smoke. Raven tried to smoke. Oh, I got spotted.
But unfortunately, you smoked into Panlo. Gets the vision, pulls Cuckoo back in place with the Kinetic Field, holds him there. The Astral Imprisonment just saving his life for a little bit more. He's already committed the Tomb. He does get out just in time with the Blink Dagger, but look at that. The Skadi picked up on Nico. He's just doing damage from inside the bubble. Whitemon now to fall. The cooldown is there, but the damage isn't. He's coming in with the Black Cannons, but how long can you actually hold before you actually take him down? Mel M just roots him up and walk away right in front of him. The Chakram though, look at the damage. Has to pop the BKB. Raven now goes all the way back into the fountain with a BKB. God knows how many seconds is left. The spear doesn't even connect. This isn't their luck. Cuckoo tries to Timber Chain away, but the Sleight of Fist will take him down. The damage is enough. Seri, monster kill streak on this guy.
Nico's Tempest double has been doing so much work. It is so fat. He was able to zone the whole of Geek Fam while they were trying to kill Cuckoo. It's when your illusion, technically it's a copy. When your copy is just as threatening as the main hero, you know you're in trouble. And Raven's trying to farm and he just gets caught out. Yeah, his BKB got used earlier too.
That was a desperate play like right there. You might as well just hit the GG at this point. That's 50 seconds disconnected.
Yep.
It was a GG.